Hey, this is Bear from PortaKeeper. Today I'm going to do a V60 drip comparison between the Niche Zero and the Turin Grinder. I'm not going to do a blind test because I don't have two V60 funnels and I wanted to make them as similar as possible. So I'm going to brew one, we're going to graph it on a little coffee graph that I use, and I'll show you the comparisons at the end. I've already pre-weighed 25 grams of beans. It says Ethiopian. It makes really good espresso as well, so if you're looking for a good espresso bean, this thing's pretty solid. But I've been enjoying it for AeroPress and V60. So we're going to start with the Niche, and I've already pre-weighed 25 grams. Lost one. I wish that funnel was bigger on the Niche. I have it on setting about 35. That's where I've been running it and been really happy with the V60. I know everyone's going to be different and have a different opinion. The Turin I'm running on about 65. And that's really what I feel as a apples to apples comparisons for this. Okay, take a little break. The Niche, kind of a slow grinder. Ground out 25 grams of beans. There's some static. It's mostly just the chaff. And we're going to make our V60. It's probably better to wet it. I don't like wetting it personally, but we're going to do 3 drops and let it bloom. So I just made a cup on the Niche on setting 35, let it draw down, and we're going to set it aside. It's still too hot to drink. It smells like a good cup of coffee, hard to see. What we're going to do next is we're going to use this Turin. And I've pre-weighed 25 grams. Pretty minimal mess, but if you haven't checked it out yet, I'm making these Turin adjustment rings. It lines in the front and shows you a little bit easier where the setting is. It has this little bean in the front. I found it really hard to see, so I made that ring and people seem to be liking it. Let's tear this out, and I'll probably stop the video again so it doesn't get too long. And I'm going to stop it while I brew this. So a visual comparison between these two. I thought the drawdown on the Niche was quite slow and it was really muddy. The Turin, the drawdown was a little bit more what I'd expect from like a flat burr grinder. And the drawdown, you didn't have a lot of sludge on the outsides, meaning that there's less fines in it. And then I thought it was just like a much cleaner V60 process, at least for me. So I did 15 or 25 grams in each, and then I did about 300 grams of water. I did it in 3 drops. I let it bloom, then I added some more, and then I did the final to bring it to 300 and let it draw down. So that was my method on brewing. So the first thing that I want to do is just do a taste test of the Niche. So bear with me for a minute. This has been cooling for a few minutes, so should be about right. Actually really good with this Ethiopia. Like amazing. So we're going to go through this wheel. It is quite sweet. We're going to give it a, can't read the numbers. We're going to go pretty high on that. The sour, it is not sour at all. Spicy, it has quite a bit of spice to it. Salty, I don't really get that salty, but it's kind of in the middle. Berry fruit, it's kind of in the middle. It does have like a jammy. Citrus fruit, very low. Stone fruit, it's there. Yeah, it's there. Chocolate, it's there. It's in the middle. Caramel, it's kind of in the middle. Smoky, it's fairly smoky, but not really. Bitter, not bitter at all. Savory, it has quite a bit of savoriness to it. Body, it's fairly full bodied. It is not very clean. I'd say it's, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it is not clean. And the linger finish is quite a bit. So kind of a all over the place distribution. We're gonna and I'll show better pictures of these this time. Oh, I missed one. Floral. No. There's the distribution on the niche. So, very good cup. Okay. So let's go over to the Turin. A little bit hot. This is totally different. It's pretty sweet. It's not sour. It's a little more floral. Quite a bit of spice. No salt. Berry fruit really stands out. Really no citrus on this. Pardon me. Stone fruit. We're going to go kind of in the middle. Chocolate. I actually get a little bit more chocolate in this. I might even go up a little. Caramel. Middle of the road. Bitter or smoky. Let's go in order. I missed one. Smoky. Not smoky. Bitter. It's really not bitter at all. Savory. Middle of the road. Body. Probably a little bit less than the niche. Clean. It is very clean. Pretty much polar opposite from that one. And the linger and finish is kind of in the middle. So again, let's do all the lines together. In a way, they're kind of similar in shape, but I don't know. Let's give it one more just taste test, see where we're at. This is very clean, very bright. I like a brighter cup, cleaner cup. When I use my Diddy, and it's just so clean. The drawdown, you could see it in the filter, there were no fines. This has the bimodal burr, so you have quite a bit of fines in it. And let's give it a taste test. This is totally different. I would say if I wanted to give a qualitative difference between these two, this is more everyday. I think everyone's going to like it. And it's a little less complex. It's just like an amazing cup of coffee. This one, I think it really brings out some of the the things that you're not going to get out of that bimodal burr. You're really focusing on the one ground size that's consistent. It's good and clean. You're getting all or nothing here. So it's either going to be really good or maybe not so good. I would probably give both of these a 5-star cup. Today it really came through. These Ethiopian beans are fantastic. It's a light to medium washed bean. No complaints. I thought it was going to be a little bit more cut and dry on which one I would like more. But yet again, at the end of the day, they're just totally different grinders. And what you get out of them is really your personal opinion. I still think people are going to like this more because I think it's a little bit easier to get a middle of the road cup of coffee. I mean, it's good. You don't have to try too hard. You just make your cup and it's good. The flat burrs, I think they're going to make you work for it a little bit more, but I would say that that little bit of effort is worth it in the long run. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm sure everyone will have an opinion on what I did wrong, but just leave them down in the comments, and I'd like to hear from you. Thanks.